Hi, and welcome to our channel, Twin Flames Traveling Within. We are Stan and Jana. We're certified ascension coaches for Twin Flames Universe. And today we want to talk about a special topic, the one thing that you never heard about or that nobody is talking about, and that is absolutely crucial for you to have your harmonious twin flame union.
And for your ascension.
Yeah. So what is that one thing? Can you reveal it?
So first of all, we know with the teachings of union of Jeff and Shaleia that it's all about self-love. It's all about doing inner work, right? Loving yourself more. It's about healing the upsets that you have with your life or with yourself. Everywhere where you don't feel good, you're invited to love yourself and to come into a state of bliss and harmony and peace within, and to come closer to the divine ultimately and to love. And it's about, we know, let's say, in order to have success on the twin flame journey, it's important to have the classes, right? The teachings of Jeff and Shaleia that teach you all about union and love consciousness. That is very important for your twin flame journey, and about receiving coaching sessions that can also help you tremendously, because then somebody is helping you through your personal challenges, as well as you doing the inner work on yourself as well every day. But what is that one thing?
So you're diverting it to me? Okay. So that one thing is consistency.
Yeah.
And that you persevere in consistently showing up for yourself and for your inner work, for your physical self, but also your spiritual self, like maybe like you heard before one time, the holistic way of living. And that all starts with you on the inside, but then when your inside feels good, then it needs to have an extension towards the outside. So once you did the inner work and you feel good, then you might feel called to show up for yourself in certain ways where you did not show up before, and to take inspired action. And that's actually like following that flow with God in a consistent manner, in a consistent way, so that you nurture like your foundation, that you build stone by stone or brick by brick, and that you can also maintain that foundation, so that you once you basically make that shift or that jump with God in certain areas, that you also still have that foundation to ground it into.
Yeah, it's very important that spiritual part, but also the physical part, that you have that perfect balance. And yeah, we know in truth everything is spiritual first, but you need to, like we said now, you need to make sure you have that consistency in all areas of your life, and also that your external would reflect your internal. And it's good, let's say, if you are very good internally or spiritually, but you also want to master that, or have also a lot of divinity in your physical life, a lot of love reflected also in your physicality. And so it's all about consistency and your foundation with the divine, or in your twin flame union, also in order to come in harmonious twin flame union or stay in harmonious twin flame union, requires you consistently healing your upsets, coming closer to love, coming closer to the divine, and also fine-tuning your life, or even like building upon your foundation. Because let's say your foundation in the beginning, let's say with inner work, is doing that amount of thing, but maybe the same as well with your physical life. You might have a certain level that is your foundation of what your mastered, which level you have mastered in doing, but actually it should be that you keep nurturing that foundation or growing that foundation. And it's also very important because, yeah, you have a physical life, that you take care of all aspects of your life, and it requires consistency as well as presence. It requires effort, and so that's at least what also we more and more discovered, that that's such an important aspect. Actually, a bit the maintenance, the showing up part. Even though it might look sometimes a bit boring because you're more or less always going deeper with that one thing, and there are certain things in your life or in life that you might need to do a lot, or you might need to do them forever, let's say, or you healing yourself, or let's say you taking care of yourself, or let's say you taking care of your home, or whatever it is. There are certain things that you actually should get a bit accustomed to, because they are yours to take care of, they are given to you, and in order to keep it, right, it's the same principle with having your harmonious union. In order that you can keep having it, you need to keep loving it, because if you stop loving it or nurturing it, it's just like with a plant. If you have a plant in your home or so, and you stop taking care of that plant will not be so good.
Yeah. Also, look at a tree in a forest. You have thick trees, like very thick at the base, like a very like oak tree or so. But you have also very thin trees, and when the wind blows or when there is a storm, like that thick tree has deep roots. He took care of his foundation.
Yeah, even though it might look on the outside, right, a bit like
like
nothing happened.
he built his foundation, and okay, there are certain thin trees who then like let themselves be blown by the wind and who are also fine and okay, but the thick tree is not moving. And it's just like that stability and that consistent alignment that's like the tree take care of its foundation, takes nutrients out of the earth, and then it brings it up so that it can grow its leaves so towards the sun, that it can grow towards the sun. But the sun, that's with us the same, like it stands for the central sun, or source, and you need to have that aligned connection. You can focus as much as you can and like visualize as much as you can, but you cannot go around that. You also need to take care of your base and your physical base and your physical foundation that you already have, and then maintain it easily, so that you can actually, what you visualize, can also put that into physical action and add it onto it.
Yeah, like Jeff said, every level needs to be mastered, right?
Yeah, so. But you cannot for instance, say, okay, I now forget what I already had and I just focus on that one thing. Then you will see that you consistently have that next new one thing. Maybe but good. Then you realize that you will wake up one day and oh shit, I have no relationship anymore, or I have or my money is not so good, or my house is not so good, or my house needs more maintenance. And the thing is also with your inner work, like everywhere in your life, it needs maintenance. It needs a foundation. It needs structure, order. And love. The order of God is always first inner, like spiritual, but then also that you take care of that physical.
Yeah, it's all about loving it, because also then if you love, let's say if you come into Harmonious Twin Flame Union, if you love it, you love yourself, and you keep nurturing it like a plant or like something that you treasure, then God can keep trusting you with it. Yeah. It's with anything or any gift that God gives to you, or the divine or the universe, then you can also keep it. And so it's not really at all about like how much you have or whatever you all do. It's just about you honoring also how you are and where you are and also who you are, and know that happiness is always right now, so you never need to look for shiny or whatever things somewhere, and that actually your joy lies in daily loving and loving yourself, but then also loving the divine through all things, and honoring and appreciating what you have and appreciating life. And of course, also pointing yourself to the right things that are for you.
Yeah. Contentment, like they say, that you are really content and grateful with what you have. That's your base, your
That's your foundation. Yeah, and you need to keep caring about that. It's like a consistent,
yeah. It's not like I wake up one day and I say like, okay, now I now have enough of this. That
No,
can
no.
happen, but then you need to also be ready to invest into another thing where you like maybe God is asking you to really invest into that thing for years to come, so that you have another foundation, because you cannot be without foundation. If you're only doing meditating and only doing spiritual work, then you find yourself a lot up there, but then you will look one day at your physical reality and it will not look so pretty. So you will want to like connect the spiritual with the physical, and that is also why we're here on this planet, on this earth, um, to basically like morph that spirituality into the physicality. Like first you get it spiritually and then you put that into an inspired action. And what you already have, you want to maintain, like we said. So to keep it. And the reason why to maintain it is so that you get to keep it and that you then can add more onto it. And if you add more onto it, then you will see, like, for instance, with money, that you grow more in spirituality. And if you put that spirituality into physical action or through your life purpose, let's say, and you earn more money, then you will also be able to support yourself better.
Go to the next level, but it's by piece by piece.
Yeah, it's step by step. Also, you see people like Jeff and Shaleia where they are right now, but that came there because they did things step by step. They honored their foundation and they just did the step that was before them, what God asked them to do. They did the inner work and then they followed up with an inspired physical action. And they did that consistently, that consistent like flow or that loop consistently, day in, day out. And that's what they mean, like with chop wood, carry water. And that's internally, but that's also externally.
Yeah.
So that was a very important topic that we hope you can implement in your own life and in your twin flame journey and ascension journey. If you feel called to reach out to us for more support on your twin flame journey or for life purpose, then you are more than welcome to drop a comment into the chat below and we will get in contact with you. We offer coaching sessions, we offer readings. Of course, we're affiliated with Twin Flames Universe and we guide people through the teachings of union. So very important that you have them in your life. And we hope you liked our video and we see you next week in our next one.
Yeah, thank you. Take care.
Bye.